The show. How
I was getting.
I listen to
A lot of people mean
It's Kid Craddock in the morning.
So if you haven't heard, I had a baby.
That's what I heard.
a second
Congratulations.
My second baby girl.
Yay.
Or actually, my first baby girl, my
Yeah.
second baby.
Yeah,
I actually have the first ever interview with Chloe Chavez right here if you want to hear it again.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Since I was on the phone yesterday and I didn't hear it. Chloe, how was your first experience on Earth? Yeah. Yeah. And then what? Yeah, that's what I said. That's Chloe right there.
All
one.
right.
Love the sound of that.
And I wrote a little blog, as I did with Kaysen, and it was because 20 months ago I was in the same hospital, eating the same cafeteria food, I was smelling the same smell, feeling the same uncertainty of what's to come, you know? Once again, the visit changed my life for the better. Everything was eerily similar to the day Kaysen came into this world, except that I had this different mentality, because Kaysen was my firstborn. And to me, he's still my baby boy. And I went into that day, and I don't know if other parents feel this, but I felt so guilty. And it was something that happened when Kinsey told me she was pregnant. I just felt guilty because Kaysen was not going to be our only boy. He was not going to be our only son. He was not going to be our only baby. And I didn't know I was having a girl yet. It was just that guilt I felt because I had made him a promise, and I told him, and I know he doesn't remember the promise I made him because he doesn't understand, and he's never going to remember the day he was born. But I remember, and I know exactly what I said to him because I can remember it vividly to this day. And I was holding him in the room after they pulled him out, and I said, "You're always going to be the most important thing in my life, and Daddy's never going to let you down, okay? Mm-hmm. I promise." And that's what I said to him. And to me, it was heartfelt because my dad walked away from me when I was a kid, and so I didn't want to be that person. And so I wanted to raise a man, and not just a man, but a real man, a man that loves his family, a man who respects women, a man who becomes an asset to our society, and a man that could say his best friend is his dad. That's all I want. If whatever comes out from Kaysen, that I want him to be able to say, my dad is my best friend. But I was nervous to react with how everything would happen when Chloe was born. And honestly, when Chloe was born, all that vanished. Mm-hmm. Everything vanished. All that guilt vanished. All the uncertainty vanished. And my estrogen levels just raised up beyond belief.
That's why you were doing push-ups in the bathroom?
Yeah. And it took me to meet her to realize that Kaysen is the most important thing in my life, and so is Chloe, and so is Kinsey.
Yeah, that can be shared.
And people may not believe in love at first sight. A lot of people say, I don't believe in love at first sight, but I think those people are people, they've never had children. Because you honestly fall in love with that baby the second you see them. As soon as I saw her little hair, I was in love with her.
On that big old head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a big head. She was 10 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a big
Perfect head.
I was just adding comedic details.
There you go.
They aren't needed or necessary.
And it wasn't that I fell in love with her just because she looked, it was like Kaysen. It seriously was she looked exactly like Kaysen when she was born. And it wasn't the fact, I didn't fall in love with her because I'm going to go to prison in 14 years when boys start coming around. It wasn't any of that.
Well, that's something to look forward to.
I know. It's just because she's seriously, and I know it's cliche, she's like my little princess. She honestly had me wrapped around her finger that very second. And the birth completed the one thing that I've been wondering for the last 11 years. How in the freaking world did I get so lucky? I have a wife who genuinely loves me, and I'm not even close to being perfect. I don't really like to clean up. I'm kind of messy.
That's it.
I can be annoying at times. I'm not the best looking guy. I was basically homeless when she met me. And here's this gorgeous girl who, for some reason, went on a date. I took her to freaking Taco Bell the first time we went out. And I had $5.
Hey, that's awesome.
With $5, and she stuck by me for 11 years.
Yeah.
And then I'm blessed with a baby boy who's born healthy and who behaves. And then Chloe comes along, and then kid gives me a job when I'm 23 and I don't have any experience, and all these things that have been happening in my life for the last 11 years. I seriously just sit there and wonder why me? Mm-hmm. Is it do I deserve it? No, because I'm sure there's other people that deserve it more than I do. Is it an act of God? I don't think so, because there's things that he's probably worrying about more than me.
Oh, don't say that.
Like making sure lake water tastes like Kool-Aid someday or something like that.
Yeah, God's busy on that.
You had me till that.
He turned lake water into Kool-Aid. That's a
all I want.
miracle.
Can we have that?
So God is black.
Yeah, I want to fall in the lake and not taste gross water. I want to taste Kool-Aid.
All right.
That's all I want.
We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that one.
What?
We'll come back.
I'm just saying. That's all I want.
All right.
And I feel
all you want.
well, one of the few things I want since I'm so lucky. But it was I got to grow up on the radio with you guys in the room and with the people listening. And people ask me, it's like, oh, what? You're sharing so much of your life. You're sharing your daughter right away, and other people are, like Kanye and Kim didn't show a picture of their daughter. And it's like, I'm not Kanye, I'm not Kim, I'm not famous.
You weren't holding out for the highest bidder.
There's nobody wants to pay money for pictures of my kids. I honestly have grown up on the radio. I was 23 when I got here. And although I had been on the radio for 4 years before in San Diego, and I thought that, I'm a veteran. I've been doing this for 4 years. I'm so good. I was not that good. I was not meant to be here.
That's true.
Kid could have hired. No, and Kelly. I honestly.
He could have hired a better Mexican.
Yeah, there's people that were and might be still more talented than I am.
You got a ways to go before you can produce a LeGrant bit, dude. To be honest with you.
I could say I'm up to par with you. I'm up there with you, my man.
I may not be talented.
Yeah, I'm up there.
Just got Al beat.
But it's just one of those, whatever it is that led me to where I am today, I'm just glad it happened. And Kinsey sent me a text the night before we went to the hospital, because I went out to go buy her some food. And it was one of those meme. Is it a meme or meme?
Meme.
The meme.
Meme.
The Emmy.
Or is it French and it's meme?
Meme.
Mom.
I'll call her meme.
Mom.
Meme. But it was one of those pictures that have some script to it, and it said, "You are the best thing that ever happened to me, and I love you." And if she only knew that is exactly the way I think about her and Kaysen and Chloe. See, I told you my estrogen levels skyrocketed.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
You're all soft, dude.
I'm such a wuss right now.
I need to have a protein shake right now.
Estrogen does wonders for your biceps.
Kelly, he just had a baby. He's married. He's got.
You can't say he's not bulked up.
Oh, you sound like you're about to go across the board and.
No, I'm not. I'm just calling attention to the
It
obvious.
might be the shirt, but
It's the smaller shirt, maybe.
Is
You
it?
do. You look like you've been lifting.
I think I'm going to take this from me being very sensitive right now to how good I'm looking.
Because that's how we do.
Subscribe now for more videos from Kid Craddock in the Morning. And check us out at kidnation.com. It's Kid Craddock in the Morning.